Now we're going to talk about focal length and solving problems with focal length. We've been discussing two types of lenses. One type of lens looks like this. This is a convex lens. It is a converging lens. And what does that mean? That means if a ray of light comes in, it bends towards the focal point from the center of the lens. And where the rays meet, that is our focal point. Okay? So if we measure from the center of that lens to that focal point, that distance there is your focal length. The other type of lens we looked at looks like this. And that is a concave, because it caves in, lens. And it is a diverging lens. And what does that mean? That means when a ray of light comes in, it is spread out, or it diverges. Okay, so you have to draw back to find the focal point. And then the focal point would be where the rays meet. So this is the focal point. And from the center of the lens to that meeting point is your focal length. When you have a convex lens, you have an optical axis which goes through the center of the lens and diagonally dividing it. So you have an image. Let's put our image here, or our object. Okay, when you have a lens, there's a couple things you need to remember. You have, let's say, start with our convex. Okay, you will have a line through that lens that your object is placed on. This is your optical axis. Then you have a line that splits the lens in half. Okay? So if we have an object located here, and we have a focal point out here, and a focal point in the front of the lens, because it will have two focal points. When our rays start and bend through the focal point, and go through the other focal point, and then move out, we have an image that is formed. Okay, so we have our object over here and our image. Okay, a convex lens is got a positive focal length, or they will say it is a positive lens. Okay, and that is our convex lenses. So for a diverging lens, it would look like this. Now a diverging lens, same thing. You have your axis and your divider or division. You have your object, your focal point. The rays move to the lens, then diverge, and then come back. And then to the center of the lens. Where they meet is your image. So with a diverging lens, it's a little bit different. A diverging or a concave lens has a negative focal length. Or it is called a negative lens. Okay, and this is our concave. When you're dealing with images, you've got two types, virtual and real. A real image is one that is projected. It can be projected. Okay, it has a positive distance. So that means it's on the side opposite the object. From the lens. So that means our other image is known as a virtual image. It cannot be projected. Okay. It has a negative distance. And beyond the negative distance, it is on the same side of the lens as the object. That makes a virtual image.